Hello and welcome. My name is Mitch Dyer. I'm sitting here with Destin Legary.
Hey guys, what's up? Spartan Ops is still boring. We'll see you next week.
Oh man, that's a vicious summary. So this is our recap for Spartan Ops Episode 3. Catherine.
Okay, to be fair, this episode of Spartan Ops wasn't as boring as the last two episodes.
I totally agree. I think there was, upon reflection, I started to appreciate this episode a lot more than I liked the last few, because it was focused, right? We had a bunch of vehicle missions, we got to mess around in the Mantis, we got to mess around in the Scorpion.
And hordes of enemies. They threw lots of enemies at us.
And just Covenant. Only Covenant, no Prometheans at all, which, I like the Prometheans, I like the Watchers with the shields and stuff, but it was nice.
I hate the Watchers, man. They're annoying. They take
so
like 37 rounds on Legendary.
But it was cool to go back to old school Halo and to do it in a way that incorporates the multiplayer maps like Ragnarok into the fiction.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. To be able to play through that map a couple times.
And we actually, so this time we got some new maps like Ragnarok.
Finally, yeah, it was nice to mix it up. I worry that for episode 4 we're going to recycle these again, but we'll see.
We do.
Oh, lovely. So we'll have more on that in the near future.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're obviously a lot more passionate about how, in terms of negativity, Dustin, you're still not a fan.
No, I'm not. Like, we saw the cutscene, we even saw the trailer revealing that Halsey would be in there for the first time.
Sure.
And I thought, like, oh, maybe they're going to do a little bit more with the story. But nope, it's still drop you in an area and kill everything. The only reason it's interesting is because the sheer amount of enemies they throw at you makes it challenging and yet still fun, because you actually feel like you're overcoming, like, unsurmountable odds.
Sure.
Of course, you still respawn infinitely.
Right.
But, yeah, it's a fun challenge.
That disconnect between the story and the missions is a little bothersome to me, not as much as it is to you. My issue with this one, especially with Episode 3, is that the repetition of the battles seemed to wear in pretty hard in the last couple, because you'd be fighting a bunch of Banshees from your Mantis, and it was fun to be able to, like, oh, my Mantis exploded, I'll go get another one, that's fine. It's fun to be able to just mess around and just cause massive destruction.
You get a lot of XP too for these.
Yeah, but at a certain point, fighting massive amounts of Banshees just kind of wears thin. I wasn't really into it.
Oh, that was like Chapter 5 right at the end, right? And I remember we were all just sitting there staring, waiting for the next. And
yeah,
just
waiting
like
for the next
a
wave.
salvo of missiles.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but it was, I mean, in terms of variety, I think this week was the strongest of the 3 that we've played so far. I'm hoping that in the near future we get to see it shake up more. I mean, we talk every week, Ryan and I do, that it's, this is fun, but I feel like it's missing something, and maybe that narrative disconnect just needs to come closer to the gameplay.
You know what they need to do? They needed to throw an NPC in there with you, and like in episode 4, just kill him. Just like get you attached to like a character that you're buddy with, and you're like, why is this guy following me around? He's kind of weird at first, but then you start growing attached to him. It's like, hey, it's our buddy, we can't kill him. And then something else kills him.
They did a bit of that. I think it was the end of episode 1 or 2, where you had a bunch of Marines with you. And there's actually an achievement for saving them, making sure that they make it through.
I actually just did that achievement today. It's mission 3 in episode 2.
Okay.
And one of them have to survive on heroic or harder.
But they don't humanize that character, which is an issue. And you're right. I would love to see them like.
It's not just one character. You just have to let one guy survive.
One of many, right? It would be cool to see them, maybe throw Sarah or another one of those Spartans from I can't remember the group of the
Sarah or the main guy.
Majestic, right? That's the crew.
Do you actually play as that main character?
No. You're playing as Crimson. Crimson is like the player squad, right? Like it's mine in your team, and I think Majestic is the guys right below Sarah, the new Spartan company on Infinity.
See, that's sad. They're so forgettable that like
we don't know the hierarchy of these characters.
I remember Sarah Palmer because she's shown in every cutscene pretty much,
and she's in the main game.
And she's the only one who kind of like sticks out because she doesn't like Halsey. She doesn't trust anybody.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I feel like the stuff they're doing with Halsey, the stuff they're setting up with her and the artifact, and now we've seen like the Doctor is maybe turning traitor just to save himself. There's interesting stuff there, and I'm interested to see where it goes. But yeah, like you're saying, man, there's cool stuff there that has nothing to do with the gameplay. And the gameplay is in some ways interesting, and in some ways, we're kind of tired of the same thing.
I really like the gameplay in this chapter, but I saw a lot of slowdown. Did you notice slowdown?
Yeah, we had a lot of technical hiccups there. There lots of stuff would be going on, and the frame rate would totally tank.
Yeah,
I don't know. Halo multiplayer handles that a lot better, I feel like, than co-op.
Definitely.
I don't know. Maybe we'll see some interesting things with episode 4. We'll have a commentary for that very soon.
So what's your overall one-sentence take for episode 3?
Shrug.
Mine's slight improvement.
It is on the right path. I'm excited to play episode 4 and to see where the rest of the season goes. We always have to qualify this, but like, we have problems with it. It's kind of boring in some ways, but we are really excited to play each episode, to see where it's going to go, to see what it brings to the table. I just hope that episode 4 does something to stand out from the rest.
That's true. Like, I come in on Mondays now and I'm like, oh yeah, there's a new episode.
Yeah,
I get to play it. Maybe it won't be terrible.
I feel that way about the Walking Dead TV series, Destin.
Yeah.
So, Destin will be back later, very soon, to talk with Ryan McCaffrey, who will return to talk about episode 4 in the near future. Thank you for stopping by, Destin.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
For all things Halo 4 and Spartan Ops, be sure to keep it locked to IGN.